Do it. Do it. Do it.
We would be honored if you would join us.
The present Sith Master, Darth Sidious, is the diabolically brilliant mind behind the training of one of the most dangerous Sith apprentices in history, the deadly Darth Maul. What is going on, guys? So let's go over Darth Maul's lightsaber buttons and what they do in today's video. As we look over the visual dictionary from the Phantom Menace, we get to Darth Maul's page, which goes over everything belonging to the Sith Lord at that point in his life, at least from the movie. And one thing in particular is his lightsaber that I think would be really cool to cover. Pushing his physical and force-assisted abilities to the utmost, Darth Maul built and uses a double-bladed lightsaber as his primary weapon. Traditionally used only as a training device, the double-ended saber can be much more dangerous to its wielder than an enemy. In the hands of Darth Maul, however, it becomes a whirling vortex of lethal energy. Maul's unusual lightsaber was built to fit his hands and was balanced for his stroke. After much training, it became an extension of the Dark Warrior. Its construction differed from other lightsabers in significant ways. Instead of having a compact handle between 24 and 30 centimeters long, Maul's weapon had a ribbed handle, about twice that length. It contained two sets of internal components, one acting as backup to the other. It was possible to adjust the power cell capacity and, when necessary, recharge the weapon. Each blade had its own activator switch, control lock, and modulation circuitry. The two halves of the handle could be also detached to make two separate lightsabers. So here we have the full hilt, which was actually just two hilts put in one. Now in Legends, Maul built his lightsaber on his ship and meditated for hours on the Sith Crystal, pouring all of his hate into it before housing it into his lightsaber. However, in canon, of course, it's different and yet to be explained further. So nothing too fancy or crazy at all on his saber. It's very simplistic, but yet deadly. So let's go over what we do know. There are 4 buttons and 4 switches. First off, we have where the blade comes out of. The first button following is the Activator, which turns the lightsaber on. However, keep in mind, this controls only one side. The switch next to it is the control lock, which keeps it on or off, like a safety switch almost. The next button is a turn knob. That controls how long or short the blade is for that side. This has a control lock too. The next is the exact same set of functions for the second blade coming out the other end. We have some rib textures for better grip, and then the same functions for these buttons as he had on the other side. This turns that side of the saber on and controls the same functions, basically doing the exact same thing just for the other side now. The other piece of info is pointing to its circuitry inside the saber itself, but we won't worry about that in this video. So guys, there we have it, a bit of info on Maul, his saber, and all the buttons and their functions. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want me to do more buttons for other lightsabers that you suggest, there are tons out there, including Darth Vader's, Luke's, and Anakin's. So comment right now in the comment section below and I'll get started on them all. Have an awesome day, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends. Until the next episode of Star Wars Theory, remember,
the Force will be with you, always.
Now, fulfill